We've got some major updates for the altcoin space right now with coins like SUI continuing to lead this altcoin run. They've got some fantastic news coming. We also have another coin we haven't talked about in quite some time, Polygon. You guys remember it? Well, it also is leading the markets here today on some fantastic news. Real world assets are buzzing once again. And in today's video, we're going to break down what's going on in those charts, what you can expect to happen next, and how you need to play it out. So if you're excited about that video, make sure to smash the like button if you do enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our daily content that we put out each and every single day to help make you money no matter what the markets look like. All right, let's go. Now, before we get started, I need to remind you guys that our VIP trading group has a 50% off discount that lasts for the next couple of days. Sunday night at midnight, that code will be gone. But when you act right now with code BROZ50, you can get 50% off all memberships to join the VIP trading group, where each and every single day we are live answering your questions, live trading, and making money in these markets. So go sign up right now and get that discount before it is gone. With that said, let's jump right into details that are happening here today. Going to my screen, the big story of the day, SUI is pumping out of control, and that's because they just joined a new membership with MasterCard. Some of the big features here is you can now spend SUI with a SUI branded virtual MasterCard, custom wallet UI that reps your favorite chain, built-in access to NFTs, dApps, staking, and more, and instant onboarding with no headaches. I don't have to tell you that MasterCard is one of, if not the largest spending credit card worldwide, and this is a massive adoption story for SUI and SUI holders. I will say, I'm not going to be spending my SUI on a MasterCard, but there will be millions of people out there that now will hold SUI to do just that. When it comes to the charts, let's take a look at what is going on. It has been an amazing last 48 hours for SUI as we have made some major bullish moves here. First of all, back here on the 22nd, we broke above a descending trend line of resistance. This falling channel had been in play since early February, but we have now, for the first time since that date, broken that resistance. Not only that, I told you guys a couple of days ago that for the true bulls to take control, we need to see higher highs once again. And for that, we needed to break above $2.80, set back here late in March. Well, in the last 24 hours, you can see SUI has been an unstoppable train here, even refusing to go to the downside after a bearish indicator started to form. This is an ascending channel right in here where you did see a little bit of an accumulation phase rising to the upside. More often than not, under normal circumstances, these end up breaking to the downside. What does SUI do? It went up, signaling the bulls are super excited about this MasterCard information and they want to keep on rallying. Now, there's going to be some form of a pullback on SUI. My estimation is still to keep an eye around the 4-hour smart trail as it continues to climb. I'm not expecting a pullback all the way down to 278, but potentially a pullback to 283 could still be on the table. If you want to know when and how we're buying it, all of that information will be for our VIP traders over in our Discord. But our long-term targets for SUI in the next couple of weeks remain with the weekly buy signal that we accomplished just a couple of weeks ago here on the Luxago oscillators. The target on the low end, still $4.45. Targets on the high end, $5.24. But the last time we got a buy signal of this magnitude, we watched SUI back in the summer of 2024 in August rally from those lows up into January 1,000%. If that were to repeat, this would put us up very close to levels we told you before. A low bull market prediction of $20 is on the table. This would be, to me, a disappointing bull market, but for a lot of you guys, that would be major gains on your SUI bag. So even though the next couple of weeks, we're looking at $4 to $5, still watching $20 on the low end. And some of you know $50 is one of my predictions for if this bull market takes off the way I think it will. $50 for SUI still on the table. I'll go more in depth in a different video on SUI price predictions and why I'm getting those crazy high numbers. But for now, $4 to $5 should be your next level to watch for SUI price action. With that said, let's transition into a story that we haven't looked at in quite some time, a coin that some of you might have even forgotten existed. It's Polygon. Well, The reason why you might have forgotten it existed is because technically a little bit ago, less than a year, they changed their name from Matic to POL as their ticker. And now Polygon has some fantastic news coming out after many people, myself included, speculated that potentially the project days could be numbered. It could be coming to an end. But right now, POL stakers will now earn fees by contributing to core ag layer features like settlements, fast interoperability, and atomicity. Atomicity is a very fun word. I'm sure you'd not have in your bingo card you'd hear in today's video. It pretty much just means, will we make sure all transactions are completely filled or partially filled? It's a little slang in the crypto community. You don't really need to know about it to know that this is a big update for everyone who's continued to believe in Polygon, or formerly known as Matic. It is making a major bounce here over the last couple of days. Now, before I go into details on the shorter term, what you need to be aware of is, why have people been so down on Polygon? Why have people, potentially even like myself, said this coin could be done for the long-term future? It's because of how badly it has performed over the last year and some change. This chart goes all the way back to early days, back in the spring of 2021. The price of Polygon at that time, and I know it didn't have a lot of tokens printed out, but the price per token was sitting at 30 cents. It had an amazing bull market where it rallied back as high as $2.87. But since that time, we started to form a symmetrical triangle. Well, instead of holding the symmetrical triangle and being bullish, Polygon in January completely plummeted. Right? And that plummet really had started from times before, back in early March, but it plummeted, losing major support and hitting an all-time low just a couple of weeks ago here in the beginning of April. Well, whatever falls very hard can bounce very hard as well. And so even though I remain skeptical about the long-term future of Polygon, I don't know if this is a coin that will necessarily hit new all-time highs. I do see the merit for longer-term buy signals, like, for example, the rest of the altcoin space, a weekly buy signal where we have had our green reversals, our bullish momentum, and now we see positive money flow. I'm not saying to invest in this long term, but I am saying a realistic target could be back up here to just under 50 cents, somewhere in the world of 49 cents. That would hit the weekly smart trail. And then you could start to ask the question, based off the fundamentals that have come out during that time, is Polygon back, or was this a dead cat bounce? Again, if you do believe in Polygon and you want to invest in it, you're sitting at a golden opportunity. As long as we stay below the 30 to 40 cent mark, Polygon is a steal if it makes it long term. I'm not in that boat just yet, but as a trader, this looks very, very interesting to potentially long it up towards 50 cents. If you want to know where I would buy, though, to enter that long, once again, go use that 50% off discount so that you can join the VIP trader group right now. You will not regret it whatsoever. We got a lot of people taking advantage of it, but only a couple days left. Go sign up. Now, before I let you go here, we want to talk about another topic that is taking social media by storm, and that is the hype and excitement about real-world asset plays. This, in my personal opinion, is the future of how cryptocurrency will integrate with stock markets, with institutions, with governments to really create a lot of wealth in the cryptocurrency play. And there's no coins bigger in the real-world asset play than ONDO and Chainlink. A lot of hype is coming out with these coins. If you are considering jumping on the train that we've been on now for years, let me show you what's going on with those two charts. Starting off here with ONDO, some major wins. Again, as we predicted a couple of weeks ago, we have a buy signal coming in. We have broken a very good structure right here. We've broken above that long-term resistance level, just like Bitcoin has, just like I showed you with SUI as well. We today are hitting levels we have not seen since all the way back in early March. I still need to see, to confirm the higher highs and the bullish structure, I need to see ONDO get back above $1.23. But today, as it did temporarily make its way back above $1, you're loving what you're seeing here on ONDO. Could we pull back before we see the next rally? Probably. And you can even see here on the recent 4-hour chart, there is a little bit of a bearish candle reacting. Once again, if you want to know where I'm going to be buying ONDO, VIP trading group, we're going to talk about all of that even this afternoon in our Q&A. But on the long term, on that weekly chart for ONDO, I still have my target set all the way up here above $1.65. Why? Because that's where we see the smart trail coming in on the weekly chart. Longer term, what do I see Ondo getting to? Well, at least $10. If you want to know more about that, wait for my next price prediction video or come ask me in one of our daily Q&As. In other words, though, right now, short term, next couple of weeks, Ondo price prediction, $1.65. That weekly smart trail will be hit for the first time, really, since way back in December of 2024. Very bullish on Ondo. We got a lot higher to go to the upside. What about maybe my darling coin of the cryptocurrency markets? Anyone who's been following me for a while knows that I love me some Chainlink, and I'm got a lot of reasons as to why that is. But what we're rejoicing for right now, all of our Chainlink holders, is we today broke above, or excuse me, a couple days ago, broke above that major resistance level, that downtrending resistance that we've been in since back in December. The next bullish step I need to see from Chainlink, let's get back above $16. Let's get above $16, set that higher high for the first time since December, and all of a sudden, we're cooking with grease. On the short term, potential pullbacks on the table, but long term, I'm looking to scoop up more Chainlink because in a longer term trade, weekly chart trade, I still see $25, $26 on the table. That will be just the beginning. Later on, $100, $200, $300 still could happen before the next major bear market. I'm not going to explain why in this video. I know a lot of you think that I am crazy, but for now, what you need to know is even if you don't agree with my long-term predictions, this is the time to be scooping up these coins. The SUIs, the polygons, the Ondos and Chainlinks are in great spots for longer term trades right now over the next couple of weeks, next couple of months. Make sure that you're scooping these up if you want to make some money in the crypto markets. If you want to know more, like I said, you'll find me over in the Discord here in just a couple of minutes. With that said, I'll see you in the next video. Adios. Well, look at there. You made it to the end of the video, which means you probably did enjoy it. So right now, go and smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of our content. But if you want to go deeper, if you want to learn more about what I think and the rest of our team thinks on the markets, the daily news, and what's going on in the charts, make sure to check out our VIP trading group where every single day we are discussing everything going on. We're going live several times a day to answer all of your questions and set up several trades to make money no matter what the markets look like. Go sign up right now with that link down below. I'll see you over there.